You know, sometimes we just need that extra TLC, that tender loving care, a gentle Pilates flow. We are on the mat the whole time. It will be full body. You'll still work. We're still gonna get into those deep muscles and stabilizers, but we're not getting up and down. We're not doing HIIT. There's no weights, no props. So come along with me. I got you. We start in a tabletop. Bring those shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Try to find what we call neutral spine. That's not dropping the belly to the floor. It's not rounding through your shoulders. It's somewhere in between. Now on your inhale, send the right leg back. Toes can be connected. On your exhale, left arm comes forward, thumb up, pinky down. Big, big inhale. On your exhale, can you lift that right leg just to hip height? Keep your pelvis stable and your ribs drawn in. Inhale, reach in opposite directions. Exhale, switch it out. Inhale, right arm forward, left toes back, reach. Exhale, switch. We got 8 of these. I love bird dogs because they're a total body opener without having to be standing up, right? Without having to put a ton of pressure on the wrists since your knees are down. But again, like I always say, if you really get that mind-body connection, if you really think about what you're doing, and you reach in opposite directions and point your toes and squeeze your fingers together, you will quickly feel your body start to warm up. Your heart rate might quicken a little bit. You might feel some muscle activation even from this simple move. And don't worry if you don't feel muscle activation. You will when we hold the right arm forward and the left leg back for some pulses. Gotta have pulses with Pilates. You'll hold that right arm forward and left leg back in 3, in 2, and 1. Right arm is forward, left leg is back. You keep everything long and just pulse up, 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 and up. Try to level your pelvis, tack the left hip down, and keep going for 3, 2, and 1. Keep your left foot lifted, right palm comes down. Pilates push-up on your inhale. You lower your chest to the floor, left leg comes up. On your exhale, you lift up. Inhale, elbows go straight back. They scrape your ribs as you lower down. Exhale, you lift. I know I said this was gentle, so if you want to leave the left knee down as you do these push-ups, do it. That was 4. So let's do 4 more. No hold, no pulses. You got 2. We'll switch sides on 1. Good work. Left knee is down. Now you bring that left arm forward and the right leg back. Navel draws up and in, and you just pulse up, up. Can you try to fire up that right glute? Try to stabilize through your shoulder girdle. Firm press of the right palm into the mat. You're doing great. You hold it up. Give me those Pilates push-ups in 3, 2, and 1. Right leg stays up, left palm comes down. You lower your chest as that right leg comes to the sky. Hover your chin off the mat. Exhale, lift up. Second set is harder. Lower down and lift. That was 2. You got 6 more for a total of 8. If you wanted to bring that right knee down, you certainly could. Here's 4 more. We get to come onto our back in 3, 2, last 1, and you did it. I hope you're feeling nice and warm. I am. All right, let's come on down to the back. Knees to the sky, feet flat. Reach your arms forward and just come onto your back 1 vertebra at a time. Arms will come up. You'll keep the knees up to the sky and your feet flat to start. Big inhale. Exhale, peel your head, neck, and shoulders up as you reach your arms by your hips, eyes between the thighs. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, peel everything up. We're just getting those abs warmed up, because we can't do Pilates without doing the 100. You know, it is what it is. It's a classical move to an exercise that has gotten so broad, which I love, all the sculpt and Pilates X strength and all of that. But I think it's good to just at least keep something that is original to the work. So we'll do that. I said we were gonna do 3, we've done way more. Hold it up. On this one, hold it, chin off the chest, feet stay on the floor. That's the gentle aspect of this. And you pump those arms, pump, pump, pump. Try to move those arms from the shoulder. You're not just like flicking the wrist, and your fingers are squeezed together. Can you imagine that the sides of your waist get shorter? Try to keep your torso still. And now option to lift one leg to reverse tabletop. Keep pumping those arms. Option to lift both legs to reverse tabletop. Keep pumping those arms. You inhale for 5 and you exhale for 5. You are doing great. Remember your options. Both feet can be on the floor. Option to send the legs up to the sky. Point the toes, lift the kneecaps. Take your version of gentle. For the last 10 seconds, can you lower those legs 10 degrees? Find that 45-degree angle. Keep those ribs soft. Last 3, last 2, and 1. You're done. Wow, that was kind of a lot. Amazing work. We'll move on to leg circle. I like to bring thumbs together and pointer fingers together. Your thumbs come to your navel. Right leg goes to the sky. Your left foot can stay on the ground. That is a great option. On your inhale, take that right leg out. Exhale down, across and up. Couple more like that. And I like to put my palms on my pelvis like this because it helps me keep my hips stable. You don't want them to rock and roll. You want to gently press into your tailbone. That was 4. Let's do 4 more. Opposite direction, an option to straighten out that left leg. Oh my gosh, that is killer. Especially if you're hovering the left leg. Another layer is to rest the left leg straight to the floor. That was 3. And 4. Good. Keep your leg up, peel head, neck, and shoulders up, chin off your chest, interlace fingers behind that right leg. On your exhale, gently draw that leg in. Inhale, switch, draw the left leg in. If you don't want straight legs, you could bend them. That would make it a bit more of like a single leg stretch, right? Instead of scissors, but it's a great option. I just love the scissor here because it's letting you get that stretch in your hamstring, the backs of your legs. Try to point your toes. And because this is gentle, know that you can rest your head, neck, and shoulders down on the mat. That works just as well. So many different options. Here's 8. In 7, you leave that left leg up and bend the right knee. Right foot flat on the floor in 3, 2, and 1. Leave the left leg up, bend that right knee. Thumbs together, pointer finger together, thumbs to that navel, and on your inhale, give me that leg circle. Take the left leg out, exhale, down, across and up. Inhale out. Exhale down, across and up. You got 2 more just like this. Know that you can keep your legs the exact same way. Good, hold it at the top. You switch directions, an option to extend that right leg as you inhale to take the left leg inside. Exhale down, across and up. Option to hover that right leg. My voice changes, you know that means it's getting kind of hard for me. Last 2. And 1. You did it. Draw those knees into your chest. Keep them into your chest. And now on your inhale, send your arms back, okay? On your exhale, send the legs out. Inhale, give yourself a really big hug. Good, and now send the legs out, arms out. This is where you should inhale. Exhale to bring everything in. So really think of this as like opening up through your upper body. Your lower body is zipped together all the way up through the inner thighs, down to the ankles. Your head, neck, and shoulders rest. If you wanted a little bit more, you could absolutely peel your head, neck, and shoulders up, but you do not have to. You could keep it gentle. You got 5. In 4, you hold the knees in. 3, 2, and 1. Hold those knees in. Right, hug in. On your next one, you leave those knees in 3, 2, and 1. Leave those knees in. Head, neck, and shoulders rest. Find your reverse tabletop. We'll move into our toe taps. On your inhale, gently draw your right toes toward the floor. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, gently draw the left toes toward the floor. Exhale, lift up. Listen close, a little bit of a change. Draw both toes toward the floor, both feet toward the floor, I should say, and then exhale, lift up. So that's our combo. One foot goes toward the floor. It does not have to touch, especially if your low back lifts. And then switch to the other. I like my knees to be out a little bit, outside of my hips, kind of like a diamond shape, and then lower both, okay? That is all you got. One, and then the other, and then both. This is our last supine ab. So give it all you got. In 5, we'll hold both feet toward the floor. We'll take froggies to finish. In 3, 2, and 1. So both feet go toward the floor, knees out, interlace fingers behind your head. On your exhale, can you draw your elbows toward your knees? Inhale, let the feet go toward the floor. Keep your legs bent. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, lowered everything down. You have 8. So it's a slight lift of your tailbone. It's a bigger lift of your head, neck, and shoulders up. Slightly draw the elbows in toward your knees as everything lifts. You'll hold it all in for pulses to finish in 3, in 2, and when everything is up and in, and you just try to tap those elbows to the knees. Try to tap little tiny lifts of your tailbone up. Keep that diamond shape. Torso moves toward your knees. Last 8, 7. We get to move to side lying in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's come on to your side. With gentle, you're welcome to lay all the way down. Let that bottom bicep be a pillow for your forehead. Try to straighten your legs out and send them about 10 degrees in front of your body. Lift your left leg or top leg up, point the toes a lot to lift, and then you inhale to flex and lower down. Point to lift up, inhale, flex to lower down. That's it, just some simple leg lifts. With gentle, you know that you can take a much smaller range of motion. You could come like halfway up. Do try to bring direction to your foot. Point as you lift to firm the thigh, and then flex as you lower. Okay. How many have we done? I always forget to count. We'll say this is 8. Okay, you'll do 8 more. You'll hold it halfway up for some pulses in 3, in 2, all right, here we go. Halfway up on 1 point, and just leaving little tiny pulses up and up. Try to keep those hips stable. Work it. In 5, you hold it up. In 3, 2, hold it up on 1, little tiny circles forward. Oh, I have to work so hard to keep my hips stable here. You could put a palm on your hip to stay stable. You're gonna circle back to finish in 3, 2, and 1. Circle back. 5. Point your big toe hard, draw a quarter. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tap that out. Pop up to your forearm. That top palm comes in front of your thigh. Really point the bottom leg. Let's get the inner thighs. On your exhale, lift up, and inhale, lower down. I really do not have a very big range of motion here. Your adductors, the inner thighs, they're small, but they are so helpful for pelvis stabilization. They're gonna help to keep you upright. So you want them strong. You wanna lift out of your bottom shoulder, okay? We're not sinking into it. You will hold it up and pulse it out in 3, in 2, and 1. Hold it up and just give me little tiny pulses up, up. Imagine you're lifting from the inner thigh. You're not swinging the entire leg. You're holding up for those circles forward in 3. Yes, you can. 2 and 1. Can you draw that quarter with that foot? Those toes are pointed so much. You got 4. You will switch directions to finish this side in 3, in 2, and 1. Switch directions. Almost there. 5. We get the other side in 3, in 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. That inner thigh work is no joke. All right, let's come to the other side. So the setup is so important in Pilates. I love coming down to lay, but let those legs be long and pike them out in front of you, just a few degrees. It's just gonna give you a little bit more range of motion than if they're straight from your hips. Big inhale, lift the leg just a little bit, point the toes hard, and on your exhale, lift all the way up. Inhale, you flex to lower. I always mean to wear socks in these videos because I go back and watch it. I see the big underside of my foot on the camera. It is what it is. At least I got a pedicure recently. My toes look good. All right. We have just a few more of these. I think we did about 8 on the other side. All right. Breathing, using your breath helps. See if you can exhale as you lift and inhale as you lower, keeping those pelvis, hips, spine nice and stable. You're halfway up and pulsing in 3, in 2, and 1. Halfway up, point those toes and just pulse that leg up an inch, up an inch. Feel your obliques engaged, especially the underside oblique. You hold it to circle forward in 3, in 2, and 1. Circle forward. Keep those hips still if you can. Breathing through this, you circle back to finish in 3, 2, and 1. Point those toes and draw that quarter. Draw it, draw it, draw it. Stack those hips. Last 5. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Pop up to that elbow if you can. Could you do inner thighs laying down? You can. You can do it. I'm gonna pop up to the elbow because I just get a little bit more range of motion that way. Plant that front foot in front of the bottom leg. Point those bottom toes. Big inhale. Exhale, you lift. Inhale, you lower. And exhale, you lift. We got like 1 minute of work left. That's it. I know because the cameraman just told me. And I'm so excited. No, when it's gentle like this, I don't know. I feel like I could practice forever. There's gotta be something to giving our bodies the break we need sometimes, but still engaging in that movement. I think that's the best love letter you can give to yourself. We're gonna hold it up for those pulses. In 3, in 2, up on 1 point and pulse up and up. Use that inner thigh here. Think about it. Think about the inner thigh and use it to lift that leg. It makes all the difference. I know because I'm getting a Charlie horse there. You got 3. You're gonna hold it up, circle forward in 2 and 1. Hold it up, circle, circle. Can you keep that bottom shin off of your mat? Yes, you can. You circle back to finish this thing in 3, in 2, and 1. You circle back. My hips are rocking. Are yours? Try to keep them stable. Try to keep them stable. Last 5, almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're done. You're done, you're done. You did it, you did it. 20 minutes, a pretty gentle workout. You worked head to toe. Those push-ups got the upper body, you got core, you got outer booty, you got inner thighs, all of the things. I hope you took the modifications you needed for your body today. If you liked it, give a like, give a subscribe. I have so many videos. YouTube thinks you'll like this one next.